Hello guys and welcome to another F1 2021 video, and today we are going to be taking a look at Breaking Point, the new sort of story mode that's built into this year's game. Ignore the fact that it says chapter 9, that's one that I've been doing myself. So we'll start a new one, we'll go right down the bottom. We're going to go challenging. So we've got the choice of 5 teams. So we've got Scuderia Alpha Tauri, the Cognizant Aston Martin, so that'll be starting as Racing Point, Alfa Romeo, Haas, or Williams. I'm going to go for the Aston Martin. I've done, well, done it. I've done some with Haas. So, yeah, we'll start the Breaking Point. So the prologue, with the 2019 Formula 2 Championship coming down to the final race of the season, young British driver Aiden Jackson is looking to etch his name into the history books. So the final race of the F2 Championship at Abu.
An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so aggressive! Check it out!
They'll all be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused. You know what to do.
Copy that.
Okay, in the T1. Probably should have dropped that down a second gear, but gearbox wanting to overtake the nose. We start trying to hunt down Latifi and Giotto. Ooh, way too much curb. We're really shifting early. So we've got 2 laps
Okay,
now
good
to
work.
hunt
Great
down
pass.
Giotto. So much less downforce in these cars.
This is your final lap of the race.
This feels like such a conservative drive in the F2 cars. Such a snappy rear end.
Fantastic work, Aiden. Great drive, mate. Congratulations.
Yes! Come on!
And he's done it. Jackson's done it. Aiden Jackson wins the F2 championship.
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Mercedes in Formula One. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures were all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
So there we have it. We have made the leap from F2 to F1 with a drive for Racing Point. And the phone's ringing, and it's Brian.
Hello?
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
Cool, yeah, cheers, Brian. So we check our email. So Otmar, title says it all. Really pleased to have you with us, but then you knew that already. Just ask Brian. He's your liaison. Okay, Mother.
Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
All right, Ma. Yeah, it's going all right. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror signal maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye, Mum.
A solid start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further.
Copy that. Where's Casper?
He's up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together.
Okay, so we're going to jump in with 9 laps to go in the Australian Grand Prix. In our Pink Panther, hunting down Mr. Danny Ricciardo. Remembering that we do have ERS to manage as well.
Casper's in P10 at the moment.
We'll go to the outside. Danny giving us a bit of a squeeze. George in 12th giving himself a nosebleed that high up.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.5 seconds.
We've got young Devon Butler in a Alfa Romeo.
Casper is a couple of places up on you.
And we take to the grass, but I'm not letting him hold me up.
What a brilliant Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other, though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack, too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work! And it doesn't! Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
And there we have it. So I'm sure there's going to be fireworks in the Racing Point garage this evening.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely. And I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson. Not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
The damage appears to be minor. How's it feeling, Aiden?
Yeah, car's okay.
Understood. See how well you can do out there.
Copy.
So lesson 1 in racecraft is do not take your teammate out, which is exactly what we've just done, especially in your first race for a new team. it's a good job when you do it in Haas that you don't get Gunter Steiner, because I don't think there's enough bleeps in the world for how he'd react. I think if you did that.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Jeez, that was really late pulling out of the slipstream. So hopefully the DRS zone here will just bring us close enough to maybe get an attack into turn 1. So much more traction on exit.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
A few laps now, just trying to close this gap into Albon and Pierre. There's 2.5 laps left, so I think we might be able to do something with them.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So out of shape through the first and second corner. Putting us right back onto the defensive, but
Our gap to the car in front is 5.8 seconds. This is your final lap of the race.
so Lewis Hamilton crossing the line to take the victory, the first race of the season. We know there's going to be fireworks when we get back to the garage with the contact with our teammate. But we had the speed, so I'm going to argue that to the team.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, Ant.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new Racing Point driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car? You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake. How did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see you there.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us one sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different from what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Racing Point were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
Let's not. So Devon looking like he's stirring into the pot somewhat. Not a great start for the F1 outfit. Turbulent beginning Racing Point in the 2020 season at Australia. Yeah, I mean, it is lesson one. Don't take out your teammate. We're going to get in trouble here, I think. Let's see what Brian's got to say.
Brian?
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Look, let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That manoeuvre today...
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
So, a relatively gentle talking to. I think the team debrief, there's going to be some spanners thrown around the room. So yeah, our first outing, and you know, we got some solid points. I think the team's got something they can take away from it, but a collision with your teammate is never a good sign. But we will see how this story progresses as the season goes on. Hopefully we can have a good rest of the season. So yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. We will be back with some more of this later on. If you have enjoyed, please smash that like. Don't forget to follow us, all our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch TV, and we will see you again for some more. So cheers for watching, guys. Take care.